everyone, welcome to the Up and Go channel. This is Carson and Yvonne again. Today we're speaking to you from the inside of our little enclosed trailer.
Yes, Georgie.
That we call Georgie. So we tow this one behind the motorhome instead of a car, instead of a toad. And it houses not only the motorcycle, but it's not in here right now, but well, there's lots of things going on that Carson is going to address here in a minute. We bought it new, naked from the inside, and we've finished quite a few projects in here.
Yeah, it's still in progress, kind to say.
Yeah.
Like you can see, there are tools flying around everywhere. I see the diesel heater sitting in the corner, it's not installed.
Yeah. So maybe start from the beginning.
Yeah, so well, we had a smaller one that was a 6 by 12 foot trailer where our trike just fitted in, and then we have also a small 3D print business where we are producing RV designs and RV parts. So when we are traveling, we have a demand to take at least 6 to 8 3D printers with us. So the smaller trailer couldn't accomplish this, so we bought a new one. And this is a 7 by 14 with windows, and out of the situation that we are right now in South Florida, so we had to insulate the whole trailer. So we insulated the roof, all the walls, the hatch in between. So we took everything completely off, and there are tons of videos about it, so I don't go in details. It's actually pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You pop the trim off, you take the screws out of the panels, put the insulation in, put everything back together. So it's just time consuming. That was the first step. Then we put the shelves in here on the side for 6 printers.
So these are fold down shelves. So
yes,
they're secured by this contraption that Carson came up with, and this is where the,
I hope it's holding.
where the 3D printers will be placed on top when we are stationary. Obviously not while we're traveling.
Yes, and then we have 2 workbenches on the left side which are folded in right now because it makes it easier to work inside. So we're also using, you can see here on my left side, we have an air condition running. That's an 8,000 BTU air condition, which, to be really honest, in these super hot temperatures here in South Florida, this thing is really running consistently about 20 hours a day, and keeps the trailer about 80 degrees, plus minus a little. Overnight it cools down to the target temperature, but over the day, it's, even with all the insulation, not doable.
Yeah, so outside temperatures right now, I would say
mid of the 90s.
Mid of the 90s feels like more than 100. Again, South Florida.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we also have solar. So, and we will make a special video about solar and what we think about it. So we have mainly our whole roof covered with solar cells. And the rooftop is coated with a special coating which is sun reflective, which helps the bifacial solar cells to get the sun from underneath. So we have 1400 watts sitting on top. We have also an unfoldable panel which is 400. We talk about this in a later video, what I think about it. We're using the, sitting behind me, an Anker F3000 with an additional battery. Where we've been hoping that this thing runs the air condition, but, well, it does run the air condition, but not 24/7 without additional charge. So, but it certainly will run our 3D printers, and that was the goal, that the 3D printers all are solar driven, environmental friendly, and yeah.
So the idea really was to have like our motorhome, George, the big guy.
Yes.
Standalone, and this little Georgie trailer standalone
yes.
For electricity. Yes.
Yes, and we are planning also on extensive solar on our Class A roof, but that's an additional project, and we will see how that goes. At the moment we are working to get all our stuff in here and put everything on the walls, find a nice tiny place for it, make sure that it's always easy to do this stuff when you are not on the road, but as soon as the trailer starts moving, the last thing you want is that stuff falls around, crashes into your motorcycle,
Yeah.
and this kind of stuff.
Yeah, speaking of the motorcycle, it is a Harley Davidson trike, and even with these, like, what was this, folded up, folded down?
Yeah, I would
So,
call it folded
I don't know,
up.
like this. we can drive the trike in here. Let's say if we're standing somewhere there's like really nasty weather, and we prefer to have the trike inside the trailer. Without having to take down all the 3D printers.
Yes.
So Karsten did some crazy measuring, so like with careful driving the trike in, that all fits.
Yes, that fits just
Yeah.
in here. So that was the plan. So we cannot have the workbenches up, or well, there's one workbench and one bench is for two more printers. So if we really want to bring the motorcycle in, we have to fold them down and take the printer inside and just put the motorcycle in. But usually it stays outside, with the exception really bad weather is coming in, then we don't see a need that it gets wet or beaten up by branches or something like this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
If we're traveling, obviously we have to take the printers. Like, I mean, what's the plan? Take some of them inside George, like
Some
we
going
did,
inside George, some we tie them together here on the floor and
so
tie them
those
down.
fold down, trike comes inside. Karsten has, we use a cargo net that goes in front of this Vino shelving that Karsten
Also on this
built,
front of
and
the
this shelf
shelving.
also. You see his like put in all these little hooks and nooks to secure the cargo net. We don't know if it works, but
We hope so. Well, I'm positive it will work. So yeah, I'm more concerned about the stuff which is sitting on top of the bike. But I already got a bend in my tank, so I dropped my coffee mug from
the coffee mug.
Yeah, from where the printers are going, and of course it ended up in my tank. I got a small dent.
Yeah.
Dent, and I tried to get over it. It's 2 weeks ago. I'm still working on it, so we will see.
There's lots of trauma going on.
Yes, right. We get it out at one point. Yeah. So yeah, then we installed, of course, electrical outlets everywhere. There are special outlets for the UPSs, which we use for the printers. And then we have standard outlets for whatever we want to plug in there. And we can switch from grid to solar power here. That are the breakers for the different circuits we have in here. And then we have, of course, the breakers sitting here for the different solar circuits. And yeah, that's mainly it. So it doesn't sound like a lot, it doesn't look like a lot, but there are a lot of hours went in here to get this all done and measure and
it's not done yet. Like Karsten said in the beginning, we have the diesel heater sitting back there that needs installing.
yeah, the diesel. I'm not 100% sure if this is not my preferred space for it, but I don't see any other options to mount it so that it's not in our way. And we need it because when we are leaving in September, October, we are going north, and we certainly will end up in freezing temperatures.
Yes.
So
over the winter, for
yes,
sure.
over the winter for sure. So we are not spending our winters in South Florida, which is a shame. That's the nicest time here.
Unlike everybody else, like the
Yeah.
snowbirds come in, we're going
we are
out.
going out. So, all right, guys, that's mainly it. And like, subscribe, and I hope we see you guys soon again.
All right, see you next time.